Hey everyone, Killer King here, and I am back. This is not a killer vlog, it's a killer throwback Thursday. Alright? I'm gonna tell you guys an embarrassing funny story that kind of happened a few years back in middle school. Back when I was in middle school. Yeah. It was probably like one of the most, most embarrassing story I ever told. Right? Nobody doesn't know about this, but now it's gonna come out. All right. But yeah, this is just a story time, not a killer vlog. Let's see. This is probably like my second storytelling. The first one I remembered I did was no, I want to say it was last year, but I have a little tingling feeling that it was 2 years ago. I don't know. I don't know, but it wasn't that good of a story. I remember that like these two homeless people, or two people, Mexicans. Yeah, Mexicans was like sitting down at the neighbor's front yard. It doesn't. It sounds weird. It sounds kind of weird of how I said it, but if I don't know, but yeah. But anyways, let's proceed to the story. I was 7. I was in 7th grade, right? But yeah, I was in 7th grade, and let's see. I left my backpack. All right. Well, the day before that, a thing happened. I had my backpack on the floor, and yeah, I'm a sloppy little kid, or king. I mean, not kid, king. I was a sloppy little king back then. I'm kind of still am now, but I'm trying to fix that little habit of mine. But other than that, yeah. Mm. But yeah, let's see. Yeah. So one morning I wake up, typical stuff, yada yada. Got dressed. Well, I took a shower and then got dressed, did my hair, put my jacket on, and went on to school. And yeah, first 3 periods I didn't smell anything, and by fourth period, my backpack started to smell like everyone, every okay. All right. All right. All right. So, I started smelling something. I was like, what in the world is smelling? Somebody piss or something? Well, then everybody was starting to smell it too. So, we was all trying to figure out who was smelling up the place. And the class I was in was science, life science. I don't know. I don't know. Barely passed that class. Let's just say that. But teacher, she was pretty cool, strict, pretty awesome. She dances for a big girl. Ooh wait. But yeah, the entire classroom. Okay, all right. The entire classroom smelled, right? We're all trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out. My shoe was untied, so right when I went bent, well, I didn't bend. I don't bent down, but I go under my desk and, well, I didn't get off the chair and went under the desk to the, I mean, like, all right, how I'm sitting. I just go and tie yada yada. Well, yeah, tie my shoes, and then I smelled my backpack. My backpack was smelling. I was like, oh my gosh, the dog's pissed on my backpack. I was like, oh my gosh. But the crazy thing is, I started smelling it, like in the second half of the school day. But I didn't smell it. Well, I kind of smelled something like in second period, I think. And but I didn't think of anything of it. But I didn't smell anything in the first, and I didn't smell anything in homeroom, first, second, or third. I didn't smell anything at lunch because, well, open air. But yeah, so I smelled my backpack. I was like, oh, shrimp. What's a shrimp? I smelled it. I was like, oh, shrimp. The dog's pissed on my backpack. And then I was looking around the classroom, and Well, yeah. Looking around the classroom, everyone's still trying to figure out. Everyone like had their like, well, some have their shirt like this, and I did the same thing too because I had to blend in. I had to blend in, man. I mean, I tried the best I can to blend in because I didn't want to get caught. Because if I get caught, then I'm screwed. So everyone started put some perfume and all that yada yada. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was praying. All right, I kid you not. I was praying. I was like, please God, please end this period and end this school day so I can go home. But yeah, man, it was embarrassing. I mean, it was crazy. And then fifth period, and then that's when everyone started smelling it. The teacher was complaining too. And I was like, okay, who? And that was history. I was like, oh my gosh, man. It was embarrassing, man. I mean, even though nobody doesn't know it's me, I felt pretty embarrassed. But yeah, it was crazy. Everyone was going crazy and then trying to. I think there was one student or one person was trying to go like to person to figure out who smelled or something. I was like, oh my goodness, this person is. And that's when the teacher, he was close to where I'm at. He was close to where I'm at. I sat in the back, like far left to the back. he was about to come over there. I was like, oh frick, I'm done for. And then as gracefully the I was about to say the God, gracefully the teacher told him to sit down. I was like, oh yes, thank you Lord. But yeah, I was like that. Well, I didn't do it because it'd be pretty obvious that it was gonna be me. But I said it in my head, of course, right? Oh my goodness, man, it was miserable. I was like, oh my gosh, please. That was probably like one of the worst days of my life in middle school. But yeah, whew. All right, and well, sixth period came along. That one was not that bad because, like right when the bell rang, I quickly ran outside. And I ran outside and then rushed. I was like sprinting because I had to be the first one to get in the locker room, get dressed and hit it on out. So like nobody doesn't expect, if it was me. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, so second period, no second period, sixth period, sixth period was PE, of course. So it kind of released some stress out of me. So, but yeah, right when the coaches blew their whistles. I mean, well, we had to run laps. We had to run like 3 laps. All right, so I was running mine like at least me and a friend. Three, four. Me and like 4 other guys. Well, mostly 2 other guys. No, 4 other guys. I'm counting. I didn't count myself. Me, 2 other guys. We would like run, but I was sprinting. I mean, they told me, hey, Ed, or Killer, wait up. And I didn't. I couldn't. All right. I mean, I couldn't stop, but I had to sprint. I was like, I was just trying to run as fast as I can around so I can finish and go into the locker rooms, get change and get my things out and haul on out. But yeah, like, there's probably like 2 other people in there. So let's see, there was one kid. He was kind of walking in the locker room. I saw him. I didn't want to stop, so I was like. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll reenact that part. I was like, here, let's see. Put Lucia here. But yeah, it was crazy. All right. But yeah, I was running like, I was woo. Yeah, and he fell to the floor, man. I mean, he fell to the floor. I was like, he was a small kid too, but I didn't stop. I didn't tell him. I didn't apologize. I just freaking ran, went to my locker, quickly I was running, starting to take my shirt off and my PE clothes off, and before I went in there because my backpack pissed, and right when I ran into the locker room, the entire place. Okay, oh, I think it's the window. But yeah, the entire place was freaking smelling. I was like, oh my gosh, I made the entire, I made the entire locker room smell like dog piss. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I quickly, grabbed my backpack out, threw it, quickly got changed and just ran out and yeah, and I just ran out and the bell rang and I quickly ran out to the gates and just ran on home. It was crazy. It was horrible, honestly. The most embarrassing day of my life. Even though nobody doesn't know until now. I never told anyone that story. Never told any soul. Only me and Lucille only knows that story. And now you guys get to know about that embarrassing story. Well, yeah. Anyways, I know last week I was supposed to do a movie review, but I didn't. But starting tomorrow when I get home from school, that'll be like the first thing I'll do before I do anything else. Alright, I promise it'll be La La Land. And yeah. Anyways, before I forget, give me like a challenge you guys want me to do. Alright, give me a challenge and I'll do it. Just make sure it's not nothing inappropriate. Other than that, yeah. But yeah, if you give me a challenge, me and Lucille here will give you a shout out. Alright, no lie, I'll give you a shout out. I already got one challenge requested. It's the hot chips challenge. So yeah, I gotta buy some chips. I'm gonna be heading to the store today, so yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, and peace. Killa and Lucille out.